Johnny Jones, your local 1040 treasurer, coming to you from Jaguar Studios here on Friday, November the 1st, 2024. I hope you had a great Halloween last night. Lots of things can happen. Lots of kids trick-or-treated, and hopefully you got a chance to scare some, just like I did. I enjoy Halloween every year, so if you guys know me, you know that I was enjoying Halloween last night. But I do want to talk to you about a couple things that are going on. First and foremost, let's talk about attendance and leave procedures. When you call out sick, you should normally follow these procedures. So the first thing we're going to do is look up these procedures into CBA. Secondly, we're going to talk about calling out sick and make sure you bring a doctor's note. And lastly, most importantly, when you call out sick, make sure you put your leave into ETOS for those who work at DFW, because if you don't, you can find yourself with an AWOL. They call it a payroll AWOL, and payroll AWOLs could cause you lots of problems, even though it's not a formal kind of discipline. However, you find yourself making mistakes and not getting paid on time. You could not get paid on time. You could get a delay in your promotion for your steps. And if you're a newer employee, it could cause you pay grade problems. So pay grade problem is not going from D to E to F. And some of those delays could be 5 or 6 months, costing you thousands of dollars in lost pay. So let's try to avoid it in the first place. All right. So the first thing we're going to talk about is attendance and leave procedure. All right, now we have the CBA up in front of you, the 2024 Collective Bargaining Agreement between TSA and AFGE. Article 17, Attendance Management Processes. So let's scroll down to Section B3. Most of us have called out sick or had to take leave, unscheduled absences, what they call them. So generally, it says right here, this is the section we want to talk about right here. Generally, bargaining unit employees must notify management at least 60 minutes prior to the start of the bargaining unit employee's scheduled shift to request unanticipated leave. If the bargaining employee's need for an unanticipated leave is based on a last-minute change in circumstances like call failure or getting sick on your way to work, or the bargaining employee is presented with circumstances that would reasonably preclude them from contacting management, notification must be made as soon as possible. Upon return to duty, bargaining employees will submit and completed leave request and documentation that might be required to substantiate the absence. So, like for example, you're driving down the road, you get a flat tire, you have to call AAA, or you have to get your car towed, or you have to get a new tire. Just simply attach a receipt saying, yeah, I called in late and this did happen. Most of the time, those circumstances are easily proven and there's no problems for you, the bargaining employee. So let's go ahead and talk about leave and calling out sick and making sure you have a doctor's note. So that's going to be next up on the agenda. All right, we're still in the same section of the CBA. This is on Article 17, and we're going to start looking at sick leave. Okay, so when you call out sick, the bottom line is you can take sick leave. Once it's approved, you can use S1 day, you can use annual leave, you use comp time, you can use any other time that you want. And if you're approved for FMLA, you can apply for LWOP. So there's all kinds of different issues here. But one of the things we want to talk about in sick leave is more because this is the season 4 sick leave restriction. Follow all the law. Everybody loves it, right? Because you're going to get those notices. So let's go down to sick leave restriction and the medical certification. So if you're out every day, you're out. If you have a doctor's note, you save it. Management comes to talk to you about your absences, or you can provide it to them as you need to. So they're going to ask you, hey, we're going to talk to you about your attendance. You provide them a note, and they can't use that letter against you, those days against you for sick leave restriction. So just, provide those notes. It's under, it's in the contract. It's very great. It's a great thing. And believe me, management understands exactly what is going on. However, make sure you bring the note that's legitimate. Don't try to make these notes because you can get in trouble for bringing a note that is not legitimate. Unfortunately, we've had people do that. So let's not get yourself caught up in that kind of scam, because we do definitely not want that. And this is the medical documentations for those who are out for up to 30 days or more. So let's just make sure you understand Article 17 covers all these components. And here you go. Here's sick leave restriction. Let's make sure that we don't get any of this. But if you are put on sick leave restriction, they're going to use the absences and they're going to look at these patterns here: absence when annual leave is denied, absences before a holiday or after overtime, RDOs, absences on any repeated day. Like if you call out every Monday because you love watching football, we understand. We love football. Let's just not talk about it while we're on the X-ray, and let's make sure that we don't call it every Monday after the football. So those are some of your indicators that you'll have. And let's talk about the payroll AWOL, which AWOL can be issued, but you have to be told in writing when you're receiving an AWOL. So let me scroll down to AWOL, which is down here in the same article. It's under one of the leaves that we have. It should be coming up. We got LWOP. Here we go. AWOL. A bargaining employee may be charged absent AWOL when a bargaining employee fails to report to duty without approval and is unauthorized absence from the workplace during the workday and does not give proper notice for the absence. Unfortunately, they're giving you AWOLs because people are not submitting their leave on time prior to the end of the payroll period. So it's something that we need to address. So the best way of looking to see if you have one of these is just to simply go look at your earnings and leave statement and see if we have any AWOL noted in your earnings and leave statement. You're going to see that at the top next to your pay. You'll see like the kind of leave you take, whether it's other paid leave, sick leave, annual leave. You're going to see something that says AWOL, and basically. And then you have to go isolate it to where it's at. So let's work on stopping these payroll AWOLs. So these videos here are informative. They're here to give you some ideas, but obviously it's going to be up to you to actually go research and find these things, because not every union rep can go look at your payroll, right? So you're going to have to go do this yourself. But if you have any questions, you can always reach out to a union representative and we'll do the best we can to assist you. So with that, I'm going to sum it up. Y'all have a great month of November. We have a lot of things coming out. Make sure that you prepare and plan around the holidays, and make sure that you have the annual leave bid, which is coming up around the corner for all the airports. Make sure you have found the days you'd like to take and have that prepared. So with that being said, Johnny Jones coming live from Jaguar Studios. Hopefully you guys have a great weekend, and it's November the 1st, and we'll see you out there in the field. Y'all have a great day, okay?